Hello everyone, this is Scott of ET Database. This is a NASA SOHO photograph that was sent in to me by Holly at Facebook. And in this photograph you see several UFOs. There are several long UFOs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I don't believe these are just UFOs. These, I believe, are organic creatures, okay? Entities that live and thrive in space. Let me show you why I believe that. I believe that when I add light to this photograph, you can see, when I add darkness to the photograph, you'll see that there is a surface that comes out. It's kind of a glowing surface in the first place. It's not like our skin or anything, but as I add light, you can see much more. So let's bring that up a little bit. Isn't that amazing? You can actually see the surface, and the surface seems to be very busy, very bumpy, and different uneven surface along it. However, what makes me think this is organic is the fact that these two overlap, and right where they overlap, right where they touch each other, there is sort of a pressing happening, a pressing. See the rectangle there? Let's zoom in on that rectangle. Okay, that's about as big as I can make it there. You see that there is sort of a rectangle here. This is not a computer glitch. This is where one bumps the other on purpose. They're touching each other, like a mother's holding the hand of a child, or a friend pats his friend on the back, or someone high-fives you. Okay, you know, when you're doing something together, and they're doing it together, they're bumping each other in space as they're flying past the front lens of the NASA SOHO satellite. I don't believe these are giant compared to the sun. The sun is about as big as this circle here. I believe these things are flying very, very close to the satellite. I would say meters away. And these objects might be baseball size or smaller. Baseball size or smaller, but we're lucky that the lens caught it at just the right moment. Let me give you an example of why I believe these are organic creatures. Organic creatures that live in space like fish live in water. And there's a lot of things living in space, but don't take my word for it. Take John Glenn's word for it. Stand by.
Luminescent. I never saw anything like it. They're around the little, they're coming by the capsule, and they look like little stars, a whole shower of them coming by. They swirl around the capsule and go in front of the window, and they're all brilliantly lighted. They probably average maybe 7 or 8 feet apart, but I can see them all down below me also. Negative. They're very slow. They're not going away from me more than maybe 3 or 4 miles per hour. They're going at the same speed I am, approximately. They're only very slightly under my speed. Over. They do have a different motion, though, from me, because they swirl around the capsule and then depart back the way that I am looking.
A while back I interviewed Leland Melvin on Twitter. I said, "Hello, what's your outlook about the existence of intelligent alien life living on our solar system? Have you ever witnessed a UFO? Please share with us. Thanks, ET Database." Astronaut Leland Melvin of NASA stated, "I have not seen one in space or on the ground, but thought I saw something organic alien-like floating out of the payload bay." Astronaut comrade, Russian astronaut that was with him, and I called the ground control to ask what it could be, and it was ice that had broken off from the Freon hose, translucent, curved, and organic looking. So guys, what I'm saying here is that these are organic creatures living and thriving in space. These creatures are probably not bigger than a baseball, but probably much, much less. They could be as big as, say, a quarter, and very long. But look at their textures along their body, and look at this part where they pressed each other as they passed by and changed the color of their body right there. Their body actually changed color in one location, in a rectangle area where they pressed each other, kind of like a person high-fiving, or a person holding hands, or just touching each other's shoulder when walking down the sidewalk. So, you know, you've touched people, high-fived people, shaked hands with people. Well, when they're traveling with you, it's the same thing. So, what do you think about this, guys? Do you think these are organic life forms? Do you think there's life out there in space that NASA doesn't want us to know about? They might not be intelligent life, but it looks like they're life. Astronaut Leland Melvin and astronaut who orbited Earth for the first time both concur that they saw living creatures in space. So who are you going to believe? NASA or the astronauts? Scott C. Waring, ET Database, signing out.